I've explored a lot of abandoned places, diners, old houses. I've even attempted to bribe and try to use my awful Spanish to talk to the construction workers to get inside factories before they tear it down. I've explored other factories thinking it's chill, trying to run in. And then the oh shit moment comes in when you realize that cars are honking and now you gotta run inside because they've seen you. And once you're inside, it's a different world. And if you've ever explored an abandoned place, filmed it, posted it, and secretly felt like something was off about the whole thing, then this video is for you and you need to watch till the end. What I'm about to tell you is some things that a lot of people who do this, they don't want to admit. They'll never admit.
Fuck, I'm exhausted.
Photos look the same. The phrase is always going to be the same. Take only photos. Leave only footprints. Don't take anything. It's been the same every time. You find a location, an old house, hospital, a factory. It's been sitting for 10, 20 years, windows boarded, grass swallowing the porch whole. And then there's this rush, I won't lie, that you get. You feel it. You feel it so intensely in your chest and in every ounce of your body, standing outside the door or the window before you go in. So you do go in. You film everything. Rotting furniture. It's been sitting there like the family just vanished. A kid's shoe in the corner. A calendar on the wall from 1997. And you're thinking, this is absolutely incredible. Nobody else is seeing this but me. So you post photos, videos, people watch, they comment, they subscribe. And for a while, it feels like it's enough. But somewhere around my, 25th or 26th location, I started noticing something strange about myself. The strange thing I noticed about myself is that whenever I'd come home from an explore, whatever it is I'm exploring, house, hospital, factory, I wasn't just tired. I was genuinely sick. Headaches lasted for days and coughs that I couldn't shake for 2 weeks after one particular factory. There was this one basement that I went into. I didn't think anything of it at the time, but I came home and I could still taste the air, taste the mold, taste the asbestos. I could still smell the rotting corpse of the animal that died downstairs. That thick, heavy, wrong kind of air that you do not want to be around, and there's a reason why this space has been sealed up for decades. All the mold, all the asbestos, all that lead paint dust floating around in every single shaft of light that I filmed. I thought it looked cool. But what was I doing? Literally filming and poisoning myself and calling it content. But here's the thing that really got to me. And it took me a really, really long time to say this out loud. I was starting to feel like a fraud. Not because the locations weren't real. They most definitely were. But because I'd watched other explorers, and those individuals were able to tell you the exact history behind a building, the factory, the hospital, wherever it was that they were doing. They did their actual research. All I did was just drove by the place a few times to make sure that the coast was clear, and in I went. These people treated those spaces like living history. I treated mine like just another day. I'm bored, I want to do something. I was walking through other people's pain for views, and I'll say it again, I was poisoning myself for very little views. The places weren't props. They were homes, hospitals, factories, old war bunkers. That house that I just explored, someone's grandmother probably passed away in that house, and all those toys downstairs were probably played and touched by some little child. As I'm tiptoeing through it with a camera and I'm all going, whoa, check this out, like it's some sort of haunted attraction. The feeling never goes away. It won't ever go away. I think the only thing that happens is it gets louder. The rush was never about the buildings. Here's the thing I had to get honest with myself about. The thing that got me in abandoned places was never actually the places themselves. It was just the feeling of being somewhere I wasn't supposed to be. I'll be completely honest with you. The trespassing, the silence, the idea that I had found something hidden that the rest of the world had completely forgotten about and didn't know even existed. That's not urban exploration, or urbex for short. That's just that's a dopamine hit dressed up with a camera. And the second I realized that, I understood why I kept needing bigger locations. I understood why the house wasn't good enough. It needs to be more dangerous. The hospital is more exciting to explore than the house is, because the hospital has alarms that could potentially go off and phone the police. More decayed, more extreme, because the feeling fades. Just like it does with everything else you chase for the high instead of the meaning. Real urbexers, or urban explorers, we'll call them, the ones who have been doing this for 5, 10, 15, 20 years, they'll tell you the research takes a hell of a lot longer than the explore itself. They study deeds, they read obituaries, they understand who lived there before they ever step inside. And to be completely honest with you, I wasn't doing any of that. I was just showing up with a little ski mask or a gator mask and a GoPro attached to my head, and pointing the camera at things and hoping the algorithm would reward me for it. And at times it did, which also made it worse. My body was telling me the truth way before my mind ever would. I guess I want to talk to you now about the physical side of this for a second, possibly even repeat myself a little bit, so excuse that. Because I don't think people take it seriously enough. I myself got sick repeatedly. Headaches, migraines, thrown up, itchy from touching stuff. And I kept exploring away. Although the seasonal allergies, a cold going around, or just simply being tired from the drive. There is one house I remember going to out in the middle of nowhere, I'll never forget it. Completely collapsed on one side. Wood beams caved in, roof caved in, all just mangled. A giant mess. I went anyways. Spent maybe 30, 40 minutes inside. Filmed the whole thing. 2 days later, I had a really bad cough. And honestly, I was spitting out blood. Did I go to urgent care or go to the doctor? No. To be honest with you, I just sucked it up, and once I was done spitting out blood, I just went back and explored another house. I don't recall why I went in there, but I definitely do remember. It's one of those houses that you just remember everything. I knew it wasn't safe before I went in. I walked around the building and knew. I knew it was bad. Half of it's caved in. I knew it wasn't safe. You can smell it. You see it. But that attention content brain takes over. And I was thinking to myself, no, it's not. I've explored places like this, or explored places with floors caved in. I've explored XYZ. I've explored here. I've explored there. It's fine. No, it's not fine. It's not fine. It's not worth it. Me being heavily asthmatic, my lungs don't recover from mold exposure that quickly. Asbestos doesn't just pass through your system. It's nothing to just brush off. It's real cumulative problems that, if not taken seriously, can lead to a lot of problems. And I stopped exploring because my body finally made the decision that my brain was refusing to make. I think quitting was probably also the hardest thing I had to do, if I'm honest. In the creator space, any space where you decide to build an audience around a specific topic, quitting feels like failure. Like you're letting yourself down, letting all those people and friends that you showed your channel to, like the version of you that did that thing is somehow more valid than the version of you that walked away from it. But here's what I know now. Continuing to make content I didn't believe in the spaces that were making me physically sick, chasing a feeling that had already stopped being real, that would have been a failure. Quitting was the most honest thing I ever did. And if you're someone who's been doing something, exploring, creative, anything, and that quiet voice in the back of your head is still talking and asking you, why are you still doing this? Listen to it. Not every chapter needs a finale. Some of them need to end, and that's fine. I don't regret a single location I've ever explored, ever. But what I do regret is the ones I walked into knowing that I shouldn't. There's a difference. There's a big difference. And if this video hit differently than expected, please share it with one person who you think needs to hear it. Not a like, not a subscribe, just send it to one person, that's it. Now, with all that being said, speaking of things you probably shouldn't be doing, is sitting here listening to me talk some more. I'm out of here. Thanks for listening. It's been Mxnkey. Stay real. Love life, live life, stay weird.